Well, you must have really gotten to me because I'm hungry, and instead of cooking dinner right away, I'm responding to your request to lay it on you. And the fact that you don't want to come in person is interesting because it seems like this really funny. It's not cowardly because you want me to lay it on you, and you're searchable on the internet, but you also don't want to sit here in person. So I think you'll probably watch this video, and I'll email you to let you know, which is a service I don't normally provide. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you watch this video. I think you're an artist because you have artwork on the internet. I also think that definitely the moment you put all your work on the internet, you were definitely not crazy. You probably aren't crazy now either. I don't think like you're unhinged. There's a possibility you had times in your life when you felt unhinged, but I don't think that you are unhinged, unless of course something crazy is going on in this exact moment that just fell to pieces. But I don't think your request was to lay it on you was an unhinged request either. I think that was pretty sane. Or like done in a moment of possibly doing me a favor, although I think you do genuinely want to know because you are somebody who I can find on the internet. And if you were really afraid of being found, there would be nothing. Or a pseudonym or something like that. I'm the same way. I don't really care about being found. I just don't want to know. I don't want to know. I wouldn't watch this video if I was you, but you're probably watching this, which is cool actually, and like interesting to me that you want that. It's very flattering. I'm very flattered that you want to know what I think of you. I don't know if we've ever met before. It's very, I wouldn't even just say possible, but likely we've met before. But I didn't look at your website very long, and I didn't look too hard for pictures. I'm not even really sure if you're a man or a woman. But that's fine. The issues you seemed really concerned about are very frightening. You're very interested in domestic tension with a real sort of atmosphere of violence to it. You're also very interested in science, but it seems in this way that's not dispassionate or distracted. You're very interested in the impact of science on people's lives. And I'm not really sure in what direction that goes. I mean, you seem to have some kind of historical perspective on things. You're also somebody who may not necessarily be living a traditional life, but you have an affinity for traditional life, and that includes things like religion. I wouldn't even say spirituality, I'd say religion. And that's part of the science thing too, why you're interested in it, because at this point in history, science is a tradition that we have, especially in the Western world. And you're interested in how these traditions of religion and science impact our day-to-day life. Where this sort of like domestic terror comes from, I'm not going to hazard a guess at this point, but you probably know, or if you don't know, it's because you don't want to deal with it. But again, I'd say that like if you have at any point in the past, probably when you were much younger, felt unhinged, it was related to like not dealing well with those unresolved things, which is a really vague blanket thing for me to say right now. By the way, I'm really just talking about myself in all of these videos. That's really all I'm doing. Whenever I talk to anybody and tell them what I think of them, I'm really just talking about myself. And so it's really generous of you to provide this opportunity for me. I think it's really sweet. In summary, I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but you are an artist, likely from Quebec, possibly from Montreal, although possibly not. But you live in Montreal now, or at least have strong ties to it. And yeah, you are a traditionally minded person, but you are interested in exploring and questioning the basis of these traditions. and also maybe renegotiating them to fit into this really sort of world of constant upheaval that we live in today. Anyhow, I think that's all